let go. Hey, let go. We back. Let's go. Hey, what up, world? It's your boy, Mr. B. We are back for another one. We are back in the building. I am back live with my guys. Hey, we get it in every week, man. Shout out. Tonight, I got my boy Big Dex in the building. What to do, brother? How you feeling?
Feeling good, feeling great.
Oh, yeah. And of course, I got my boy DJ Trap in the building. But once again, shout out to y'all for joining us tonight. I appreciate y'all for coming to and vibing with me and my guys, man. We do this every week. We are live. So I just wanted to start off the show, tap in with my guys about the NCAA tournament. How y'all guys feeling? Is any part of your bracket still intact? Because it's been crazy. Clemson just upset Arizona. UConn is taking care of their business. I need to know your thoughts. Tap in.
I'm trying to see. Hold on. Let me see where I'm at.
I just like to announce that I'm in second place in the Tap In tournament. I know D didn't want to show the results because he ain't up there with me.
Hey, I'm waiting to the end of the tournament, my guy. I'm waiting to the end. We got the Tap In bracket going. No Cinderellas, really. But if you want to count Clemson and NC State as Cinderellas, they've been coming through. They made it to the Sweet 16. It's going to be exciting. How y'all feel about it?
Is NC State really a Cinderella, though? They play in the ACC. It's just they play in a really good conference, and they're not as good as Duke and North Carolina, or as known as Duke and North Carolina, Wake Forest. I don't know if you can really count them as Cinderella. This pretty much been by the chalk. Like the good teams are the good teams this year.
They a Cinderella because nobody was looking for them, and they wasn't even in the field at the end of the year. They wasn't in the field in nobody's mind. They wasn't no last ones out or nothing until after they won their tournament. That's what make them a Cinderella. Because nobody was checking for them. Nobody was scouting for NC State. No matter how good the conference is, it's just like when you come on that run with Kimber. Or even last year, what am I talking about? Nobody wasn't checking for them folks. Nobody thought about it. It wasn't on nobody's radar because they weren't doing nothing or making noise all year.
NC State got a couple of upsets this year during the regular season. When you think of Cinderella, you think of like Lady Jean and George Mason,
the VCUs of the world.
I mean, they mid-majors. But nobody was checking for NC State. So I get why they a Cinderella. Nobody wasn't checking for them. Ain't no bracket had them in the Sweet 16 unless it was an NC State student.
Yeah, it had to be an NC State fan. And especially the 2000s, NC State really ain't been hitting no nothing. Yeah. NC State was one of them old 1980, 1990, as you can see. With the 80s.
Yeah, the last NC State player I remember was Julius Hodge. No, Dennis Smith Jr. My bad. That was Smith
Jr. Yeah, it's been a while since NC State have been there. They the only double-digit seed that's still left out there. Everybody else, like Trap said, is pretty much the good teams. But I'm just really stunned by Clemson. That's another ACC team that really don't get that much shine because of Duke and North Carolina. And they on their way to the Elite Eight right now, taking down the number 2 Arizona, who was like really heavily favored. They had Caleb Love. They was trying to see if they was going to rematch him and North Carolina. I guess they weren't ready. Clemson 24-11 on the year, able to make it to the Elite Eight. And that's going to set them up with a nice little matchup. So, I don't know. March has been marching. You know what I'm saying? The madness has been taking place, but I'm really looking forward to the matchup of North Carolina and Alabama. Set the tip off a little bit later. They're out in Los Angeles. I think there's going to be a good game between two good teams. That's what Alabama represents. So, shout out to the SEC holding it down. Gonzaga, you got to put up a shut up, my boy. You got Zach Edey on line 1.
Who he supposed to be?
He got Zach Edey on line 1.
Who he supposed to be? Who he lost to last year?
College player of the year.
Who he lost to last year? What was the name of the school?
We ain't worried about last year. I'm just saying.
He got to come see us. He got something to prove.
Mark Few got something to prove because, hey, man, Mark Few don't get it done this year. His seat hot as Calipari next year.
Boy, if you don't stop, we ain't never be that hot. We ain't got no.
Yeah, stop it.
What number one recruiting class we got?
Championship y'all got to speak of.
Boy, you got 1 in 20 years, 30. No, 1 in 20, 30 years, and you up here.
Like we got one though. We got one.
But how much it cost y'all? They like said, yeah, I had one date with Beyonce, but it cost me $5 billion.
Wow, this man bring Beyonce into the picture. Like you can't even compare that, my G. Come on now.
Championship to the $500 million y'all done spent to get the motherfucker.
It don't matter as long as you get one. better
It
stop
is
it,
what it
man. A
is. I'm just
championship is
saying, a championship is a championship, but ain't nobody sitting up here pumping their chest about it. Y'all had one in 2012, was it?
what? Are you serious? Are
In
you serious?
2012, y'all had one.
Are you serious, Mr. Georgia?
We had
Mr.
two. That
Georgia.
was back to back, baby. There ain't no way.
Okay, but y'all didn't win last year, but you still bring it up though. So that's what I'm saying. It's a
Because it
championship.
was a year ago that we won, not 10, 20 years ago.
You
I'm
grow
living
up.
in the now. I'm living
Oh my,
in the goddamn. I
oh
ain't even
man.
had a birthday since the last time we were champion.
It's March,
Oh,
man. This
shit. We know what Big Ten gonna do. Pretty much the whole bracket. I'm gonna be honest with you. For me, is UConn Invitational. Yeah,
basically, but
but UConn versus Purdue gonna be a good matchup.
oh yeah. So you're taking Purdue over Gonzaga, as you should.
Stay tuned, folks.
Ooh, but no,
Stay
sir.
tuned, folks.
No, sir. All
When
right,
people
man.
talk about what Gonzaga ain't gonna do, we all see what we do. Stay
What
tuned,
y'all
folks.
do? Boy, yeah,
We
man.
keep
Stop.
going. Always strive and prosper. Y'all, we do what y'all can't do. Stay in the tournament. That's what we do.
Oh my, that we ain't gonna need to talk about that, man. I'm,
And
I'm
it
still
don't cost us 100 million to do it.
I'm still upset that Caleb he need to be suspended or something for the performance that he had with their team this year. Like we was too talented for a first round exit. I am still bamboozled.
Which one? Which first round race are y'all too talented
Whoa,
for? It's been a couple of them.
I got
Hold up though. I'm gonna say something that sound real crazy.
oh, what's up?
Jonte Murray got 42 points. Ask me how many shots he done took.
Damn near 30.
6.
44.
For 42 points.
That is not no shoot.
That's 90s. That's 90 shooting. The bad shot 19 threes, hit 6 of.
We done with the 80s and 90s. We would no longer be hoodwinked. We would no longer be bamboozled, run them up with Jordan being the GOAT. Hey man, we ain't
I
gonna
mean,
never do that.
when somebody come through and average more points than him in the career in the season in a career, well, we can do that. There's probably nobody ever gonna break that record.
Because nobody ain't ever gonna shoot them many shots.
Ain't
Exactly.
Nobody gonna
nobody
do
gonna
that.
score that many points.
He ain't even the most points in 13-year span.
He's the most points per game in NBA history, bro.
Because he was trying to. Nobody was shooting them many shots, Trap. Nobody don't care about that.
I hear what you're saying, but let's not like act like y'all go don't shoot a lot of shots. I hear what y'all saying, but he take a lot of shots too.
Now, when the last time? Okay, let's have that discussion. Field goal attempt per career. You want to do that one? Because Jordan, like LeBron passed Jordan on total points on 1,000 less shots. But you say he take a lot of shots. But he took
Ooh,
1,000 less shots to pass him. It was more than 1,000. So you gonna sit here and try and say LeBron take a lot of shots, but he took less than 1,000. It took him on 1,000 plus less shots to beat that man in scoring. So how are you gonna try and compare them in amount of shots taken?
Let me ask you this: what team has LeBron been on where he was like where he statistically did not shoot the most shots in that game, or the second most shots in that game?
You had to say second most shots because you knew Kyrie Irving shot more shots than him. You had
No, I have to say second most shots because you probably find like a game where they blew out somebody and motherfucking Mario Thomas just so happened to took more
There's
shots
a
than
lot
him.
of people,
Who cares?
but okay, we're gonna look at it. Jordan, years shooting 3 shot attempts. We got 7 years of shooting over 23 shot attempts. Right? That's Jordan. LeBron, years shooting over 23 shot attempts per game. One in 21 years.
your gold ain't golden right now, Trap. I'm just saying, man. But hold on, we gonna say that for the NBA. Right now, we still with the NCAA tournament. I've been able to catch a couple of women games as well. The women's have been on
That's the
fire.
better break.
How y'all feel about each one of these tournaments? Which one do you think is the best? Because Juju put up a triple double, Fly J went off. Of course, Caitlin Clark setting records. In y'all opinion, which tournament has been better?
Women. It's easy because you're more invested. They stay longer. The stars have time to develop, especially with the COVID years. Folks really playing like 4+ years, so they having a semi-pro career, and they've been putting up. They've been putting up numbers. They've been making it exciting. They playing good ball. You're emotionally invested. Like regardless of the storyline, if you like Caitlin, you're emotionally invested in Iowa. If you like LSU, you're emotionally invested in them. If you like Juju, you're emotionally invested in them. If you're a person who loves UConn, you're emotionally invested in Page. You got people, and then Notre Dame on the outside looking in because they got talent. South Carolina because of Don Staley, of course. Like it's so many storylines. built in them because they have chances to build up them storylines. Like with the men's game, like we know it's Zach Edey, but he ain't personable like Juju, Caitlin, Paige, Angel, none of them. Nobody, he ain't got that personality. The guys who do got the personality, 9 times out of 10 are the guys that are gonna be in the league next year, the one and dones. And you might know them and they gonna be in the league next year, so it ain't really no way of investing. People invested in Bronny, but they ain't in no tournament. And he's more
Nah,
known as a video gamer than basketball player right now because of what he does with his gaming team. So it's just the same reason we invested in college football. You get a chance to know them kids. Colorado, love them or hate them, you know them.
you do.
Alabama, love them or hate them, you know them. Even Jim Harbaugh this year in Michigan, love them or hate them, you gonna know them and you gonna pay attention. Yeah,
Hate it.
yeah. But you gonna know them. Lincoln Riley and USC, you gonna know them, love them, and hate them. It's just either way, you have a chance to build those relationships and build those opinions because of the amount of time spent. Like with the men's basketball, it just isn't time spent. Like it's the stars are one and done. The other guys they
True.
move around, so
Oh
that
yeah,
you ain't invested in them because you don't know what the team gonna look like next year. You just hoping,
like me, hoping that
hoping.
Calipari can get it right.
Right.
Because I don't know what he got going on, and he has been busy. And to be
Mhm.
honest, he sat up there and said all that stuff about how he planning to change, how he want to get older, how he want to get vets. But you just let one of your vets walk out the door and do Thiero today. So how are you trying to change? How are you trying to bring something different? How are you trying to get better? And you letting your vets get out the door, the people who've been down in the trenches with you. It don't make no sense to me. So I'm just baffled on how he can just continue to do this. But I will say the women's tournament has shown a brighter light on the women's game. It has helped elevate. You're starting to be invested in their story, and you really want to see them do well. This has been an ultimate win for the women's game of basketball because now you're starting to know them. They're starting to get their respect. And once they go to the next level, they're going to start to demand those eyes again. And I believe that again will elevate the WNBA to it's going to be years and years before they're able to compete with the NBA, but it's going to be able to put them on the right road to start being compatible.
I don't think the women's tournament starts for this weekend. As long as when they play them home games, they at home. I feel like it hasn't started. Even though we had some close games at UCLA and Caitlin Clark had a close game last week, but they all was at home games. Now they going to these
True,
neutral sites. The tournament starts. It's about to get
true.
good, man. Right?
That's something that's different that I feel like give a lot of the women's team a different vibe, and it ultimately helps them because they are having that home game. But like Trap said, this weekend it's all neutral, so they gonna really have to play, have to bring their A game, and it can go any way. So I'm excited about the women's game. I believe this tournament is gonna be the tournament that really takes them to the next level.
Hey D, can I make a comment about the Kyler Perry guy that you was talking about earlier? I just want to say, your boy said he was gonna change, but yet here he is with the number one recruiting class coming into the next year already. Your boy
Yeah,
ain't,
he ain't
and I
changing.
understand letting go on the vets because you look at UConn. UConn let go all they starters and they got better, but your boy's still the same guy.
Most definitely. I'm not knocking that. And like I just said, he let one of our true vets who's been in the program with him, like he just let this man go to the portal. Like, not saying that he can't get him back, but it's highly unlikely. Like, you don't have too many people that jump in the portal from Calipari and stay and come back. Nah. Antonio Reeves did it, but he knew he was gonna be the man on his team. So that's why he eventually came back. But anybody else, it ain't no guarantee with the number one recruit class coming in again. Gonna be still young, still making them same mistakes, same growing pains, same results.
But you don't. That's the thing. You don't know because you can have one of those years where you have a class full of guys. I think the freshman phenom thing, he really was trying to piggyback off of what happened when them guys in Florida came in young and stayed for what 2-3 years, and they
Yeah.
had 2 or 3 championships in 2-3 years.
Joakim Noah
So
Guru.
Horford and all that, he thought he could probably eventually get to that. Then he realized that if he gonna do it, most of them guys wasn't gonna stay that long, like Cousins, Wall, and all that, because they guaranteed. They were just looking for a place to rest their head until it's time for the draft. But it's been some guys who do some one and done in national championship. I'm trying to remember the last one.
The,
I'm
la-
trying to.
the last one I can remember was Duke with Jaleel Okafor.
I think that was it. Yeah, I think that was it. and y'all had a, I think y'all had a chance with Trey Burke and them, but they wasn't one and done. They were just young. What year was it? Y'all played what? Y'all played Kentucky. When y'all lost to Kentucky, y'all were young.
We lost to Louisville, but we came back and stayed and we lost to Nova too.
Y'all was in that talk, but it's just, yeah, I don't know. I don't. Yeah, it's hard to do it. Like Trev said, I think Duke was the last one with the like freshman guys. They tried it with Zion and them, it didn't work. We tried it with Jalen Suggs and them guys, and Chet, it didn't work. Jalen was the closest we got, but Baylor put that down the bed with the athlete. But it can give you some success, but we all know Calipari ain't no coach. Let's just go ahead and get that out there. He's a recruiter. He had his most success when Rod Strickland was grooming the guard. He had Milt and them grooming the forwards. And I forgot who he had with the centers. It was that light-skinned cat. I forgot his name. But I know most of them like head coaches somewhere now anyway. But it was the staff. It was always the staff. And now I don't know who he hiring. And I hope he ain't the one trying to think he gonna do the grooming and developing, because it ain't gonna work. And most of them guys is really just there to waste time until they can get in the league.
You hear me? That's it. So I don't know how it's gonna pan out. I'm just hoping for the best and praying that it don't turn into the worst. But enough with the NCAA tournament. Make sure you are tapped in, because it's going down as we go from the Sweet 16 into the Elite 8 on both the men and the women's side. So shout out to y'all for coming out tonight. Tell somebody to tell somebody. I'm in the building with my boy Big Dex. I got DJ Trap in the building. We are the podcast with the barbershop vibes. We are the Tap In Sports Podcast. So next, I want to jump into the NBA. I want to talk about the NBA. It's getting spicy and dicey in both conferences, with us coming down the back leg of the season. All right, the Lake Show is in full effect, baby. They done had their mini win streak going on. I think they up to right about almost 5 games or something like that. So they done start look pretty good. They stand around in the form. The Clips, they snuck out a sneaky one in Philly last game. It's been uneasy on that side of LA. I want to know, got to talk to the guys, which LA team has the most pressure to go the farthest in the playoffs? Is it the Clips or is it King James and the Lake Show? Somebody tap in. Who got the most pressure?
I don't think there's no pressure on the Lakers, because they are who they are. They got a 21-year-old vet. They got a guy who, for the first time in a long time, staying healthy. I know people probably thought they were going to be a 4th or 5th seed, but it's just funny that you're in 9th place with 10 games to go and you only got 32 losses. That's the most you could lose. It's like you got 9 games to go. The most you could lose right now is out of 8 games, you can go 42-40 and be in 9th place. That's crazy if you lose all the games left. The Clippers, they were built for now. They got guys in their prime, some of which have already been to the finals, one of whom is a final MVP. All of them supposed to be at the top of their game right now. And they got a coach that's already won the finals too. So everything seemed like it was supposed to be for them to win. But it seemed like they doing everything not to win. And they supposed to have some hype behind them, because they got a whole stadium that they opening up next year. So they supposed to be trying to do something to fill them stands, give people some hope. And it don't look like as much hope, because I don't even know really what's the problem. I couldn't tell you.
I like how Dex make it seem like the Clippers ain't old too. Most teams are old, bro. It's old man basketball.
How old is Kawhi? 33?
It's still old, bro. Compared to the young cats. Look at OKC, bro. Come on.
Yeah, he be playing like
I'm just saying, like, at 32, 33, that was LeBron and Kobe and them showing up, showing out.
True.
32, 33. It was when KD was showing up and showing out. 32, 33. That was when Chef was showing up and showing out. 32, 33. I ain't need for 32, 33, and they ain't doing that. And I think, hold up, Westbrook, he about the oldest one, ain't it? I think Westbrook the oldest one at 4?
Yeah, 35. He'll be 36 this year.
It's still old man basketball when you get done.
But I'm just saying, in basketball time, again, that them 32, 33, that's when you supposed to have all those vet tricks. You supposed to be the one that's outsmarting. So, yeah, okay, I give you 2 guys. But the main 2 guys, 32, 33 years old. And again, all the other people that you consider elite at 32, 33, that was when they was at they most unbeatable. I give the league young now because 19-year-olds getting up in there, and OKC is young as hell. But again, the Grizz were doing the same thing that OKC doing this year, and they were the first ones to go home.
I think it's unfair though. You comparing them to like Kobe and LeBron. Come on, how many Kobe and LeBron things will be? What was Vince Carter doing at this age? Tracy McGrady.
Vince was on Orlando trying to get to the finals.
It was one of the. It was, but to answer that question, I'm gonna say like talking playoffs. I feel like one team ain't gonna make the playoffs. The other team is the Clippers, and the Clippers will tell. So the Lakers ain't gonna make the playoffs, bro. They got to get in there first. They're in the play in right now, my boys. The play in. That's not the playoffs.
Play who
Carter
beat
at 33
LeBron?
was trying to make the finals. He was in the conference finals, had the best record in the division. I think the second best record in the league. Tracy McGrady wasn't playing because he had a bad back. He was playing in China. If you want to compare them, yeah, they on track to be less than or the same.
And the play-in
that's
game,
the average old man career.
So you're saying Kawhi and Paul George are average?
No, I'm saying like nobody is putting up numbers, and he just went Michael Jordan last night. But I'm saying, bro, you want them to be Kobe and LeBron. Like those are.
I just want them to beat Jason Kidd. Hell,
that's Jason Kidd still one of those dudes. That's like me becoming a running back. And man, I want you to be Barry Sanders. I was like, dang, how come I can't be Ricky Williams?
Slightly above average.
No, I'm saying you keep using the same. Use the excuse for LeBron. Well, I'm saying, how come they don't get the same right? They're older, so they're not young.
Nobody said LeBron was old at 33. Okay. Y'all didn't even say he was old last
year. So do Curry get the old man excuse right now?
Curry old as shit. He is old. He's 35 years old, and he's still leading the team. That man tired. Curry is definitely old. And he's showing up and showing out still as a older guy. Again, Curry at 33, 2 years ago, Finals MVP. That's all I'm saying. But I guess
Curry tired of one person. That's your boy Draymond.
You tired of Draymond because he hit Jordan Poole in the mouth. That's all.
Draymond is a menace, man. Like, how much longer is they gonna allow this man to put up with? Come on, dude. At some point, you got to play basketball, Draymond. You got to stop the bullshit and play basketball, dude.
Draymond is just like Debo. He gonna act the way he acting, so somebody hit him in the head with a brick. That's just what it is.
Yeah, somebody gonna have to go ahead.
Somebody gotta go ahead. You know how it goes. Bullies,
no, that's definitely true.
Bullies, they get bullied. I don't like 20-minute halves of basketball. I feel like they should go to quarters, just like the women, 10, 10, 10, 10. Just because I'm like, you're not really getting to see them really exert themselves because they gotta save it. And like most of the college kids don't like coming out the game. You're gonna make them play. You got to do the timeouts and all that. It just, man, let them folks.
What you trying to see them boys do, man? It's college ball, man. Them boys like 30% on open shot. Come on, man.
They ain't got no shot. But again, they college. Most 1% of them gonna make it to the NBA. I'm just saying. But they need to play some quarters. They don't need to play halves. They need to play quarters.
So once again, this is the Tapped In Sports Podcast. We are talking about the NBA and mixing in a little college because it's March Madness, but we're talking about which LA team has pressure to make it to the playoffs. I honestly think it is the Clips because the Clips had one Nathaniel, as in nothing, as in zero, as in you got to catch up mustard. We barbecuing. It's more pressure because this is probably the best they have been in a long time. If they can't get it, being this much better than LeBron, they number 4, LeBron them in the 9 spot in the play-in. If they can't go farther in the playoffs than LeBron them this year, go ahead, burn it down, boss. Burn it down. Don't leave no evidence. It ain't gonna work.
See, let me ask you this, bro. Who got more pressure? More pressure to make a tournament? Tyler Perry or the guy who coached the Rush College Bearcats, bro? Tyler Perry, correct? So what I'm saying is nobody look at the Clippers and be like, Clippers need to get it. They look at LeBron now. The Lakers, they're the Lakers, bro. You gotta be a Laker. You gotta hold to the Lakers standard. The standard is the standard.
It was there until LeBron got into his 21st year. Like, come on, bro. Anything, if he go past the second round, bro, come on, man. That's a blessing, man. This man is finna be 40 in December.
I swear to God, y'all be killing me with this LeBron. If he that old and that's all right,
come on. How much more you want from this man?
I promise the guy, because they swore.
6 rings. 6 rings would be a nice start, wouldn't
it? Man, shit, y'all asked Jordan to get 11. Y'all never asked that man to get 11.
Exactly.
Y'all still love his dirty draws. Y'all didn't even ask that man to get seven.
With Jordan Cougar.
Y'all didn't even ask that man to catch up to Robert Ory, man.
Is 6 a lot? Is 6?
Make sure y'all go get y'all merch,
6 is
man.
when you
It's
playing.
cool.
6 is easy when you got the second best player on the team, averaging 15 or less.
Come on now.
Okay.
I mean,
Talk.
you.
Probably need less superstars on the team.
Now, I'm just saying 11 was really too much, I guess, because y'all said 6 is great, but 11 y'all forget. Yeah, y'all forget 8. Y'all forget a lot, but y'all want to talk about how somebody can't catch up to somebody, but y'all never told dude to catch up to Bill. Y'all never told him to do that. Y'all never told him to do nothing. All y'all
Only
did was
reason that
appreciate what
man
he
is to
gave
go
y'all.
because of his tennis shoes,
All
man.
I'm asking LeBron to do is get 6 NBA finals. I don't think 6 NBA finals MVP, bro. That's not hard.
Yeah, you can ask for it, but that don't mean look at who he playing.
I seen a dude do it in 8 years. Took him 8 years.
You didn't see him do nothing. You saw that man lose until they got rid of the whole team. Lottery picks around him. That's what you saw. But y'all say lottery picks ain't good though. But when LeBron played with him, but they role players when Jordan played with them, and they so good that against Portland, they sit that man on the bench when they down fit. So the lottery picks off the bench, and Scottie Pippen can bring them back, and he can come in and finish the game, and y'all can call him a hero. And y'all say Jordan carried the team when against the Phoenix Suns. That man went over most of the fourth quarter, and John Paxson had to go ahead and shoot the 3 to end the game because that man was taking all the shots, and all he made was 6 points out of the team 11. Y'all swear he carried the team.
You bring up one game, and then
I can bring up more than one game. I can bring up series. We can bring up the Detroit Pistons series where every year he got beat for 3 years in a row, and y'all swore it was the team. But then all of a sudden,
you really want to go there? You want to bring up that? Because you go bring up Boston. Yeah. Oh, my hand hurt. I got to shoot left-handed because I'm getting my ass whooped out here.
You can make up stuff. I'm just telling you the truth.
That is exactly what happened. LeBron wasn't shooting left-handed. LeBron wasn't shooting left-handed the last game against the Celtics before he left.
Funny that he's left-handed. So I don't know what.
Oh, now LeBron left-handed. Okay.
He is left-handed. You can look it up on Google. Is LeBron left-handed? Because see, that's the thing. When people give you facts, y'all go to gossip, and that's not even reality. You want to go to gossip when I'm telling you what happened in a game, and you want to bring up gossip.
Yes,
You're
LeBron
not talking
is
sports.
left-handed.
It's okay, bro, for people not to like dude and swear he the best. Y'all need to let that go. Just because he was your childhood hero and your whole life, you wanted to be like somebody you saw in a commercial. We from Memphis, bro. We grew up knowing who we didn't want to be like. We didn't have the role. That wasn't nothing. Y'all cats were born off the TV. We were born like, damn, I don't want to be that junkie on the corner. I don't want to be that crackhead over there. I don't want to be that man beating up on his woman living in the bando. Y'all wanted to be like the TV. We was trying to make it. We were trying to be ourselves. That's y'all problem. That's why y'all mad at a grown man that made his own path, that do his own thing, and y'all can't give him props.
Man, that man left the East and said I couldn't beat Al Horford. I'm not hearing that shit, bro.
You saying he can't beat Al Horford when he beat the Hawks like 6 years in a row. This is getting weird, bro.
That's who else was in the East besides Boston? Come on, it was a week.
Who else was in the East? And the people who led the East. Toronto.
I seen Dwight Howard.
Y'all say everybody in the East wasn't good that led the East that had the great record during the regular season because LeBron beat them. But then y'all say that everybody in the East, when Jordan beat them, was great, although it was teams with one All-Star or less. So when somebody beats All-Stars now, they're not good. But when somebody was beating a team with one All-Star or less, playing with other All-Stars back in the day, he was elite. So it's not reality. You're talking hero worship. We're talking basketball.
Come on,
what reality are you talking about, D? How good was
the reality of an athlete being the best scorer on his team, the best passer on his team, 9 times out of 10, the best rebounder on his team, the athlete that can play 1 through 5 on his team on offense and defense, and has played 1 through 5 in his entire NBA entirety. Check the depth chart. Some years he's point guard, some years he was shooting guard, some years he was small forward, some years he was power forward, and he even threw in a year where he was listed as the center the whole year. So I'm talking reality because I'm talking about one person being a great basketball player. I'm not talking about
you talking about one person who left and went to play with a great basketball player.
Because he can do that. He can go play anywhere he wants to. So I don't know how he couldn't beat him when he was beating him.
Bro, I'm naming the team.
Last time he was in the East. The last time he was in the East, correct me if I'm wrong, he beat Al Horford, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Terry Rozier, averaged 33 points a game. The next highest scorer on his team averaged 12, 15, but he couldn't beat them. My bad. That's Trap saying that he couldn't beat the team that he beat the last time he was in the East. He couldn't beat Al Horford, who he beat before he left the East in Boston and in Atlanta. But he couldn't beat him, although he beat him multiple times in multiple places. Trap, gee, how you lying and trying to say that's the truth? That don't make sense.
Hold on. How did this go all the way to? I'm talking about 2010 when LeBron said the East was too strong, and that's talking about Jason Tatum. Come
You
on,
said
bro.
2010. You said he left the East. He left
Oh,
East.
my bad. Oh, my bad. I'm not left the East. He left and went to Miami because the East was too strong for him and Cleveland. I seen Dwight Howard carry a team, but that's neither
He
here.
carried Dwight Howard carried the team.
Nah.
So Dwight Howard carried the team
On his back.
with
On his back.
Jameer Nelson, who was an all-star, with Rashard Lewis, who was an all-star. He carried the team. He wasn't even the leading scorer on the team, but he carried the team. You see how
you can discredit that dude all you want to. All I'm saying, Dwight Howard.
No, I'm just saying. You said he carried the team, but he wasn't even the leading scorer.
Dwight Howard beat Boston.
All-stars.
Dwight Howard beat Boston. Did LeBron do that?
LeBron did beat Boston. Yes, he beat them more than they beat him. Correct.
When did he beat them in Cleveland? Before the first time.
Oh, you're saying so? Discredit the years after Cleveland because
no,
you don't have a point.
I'm only talking about
your
LeBron
point is
See, no, you're running, bro. You're running.
No, he played them twice. He played them twice before he left Cleveland, and he lost both times. He went somewhere else and played with all-stars like the all-stars he was playing against. So you're saying the only way LeBron could be good is if he beats them without all-stars, although Dwight Howard didn't beat them without all-stars. So you're making up stuff to try and have
no all-stars on LeBron's team.
Don't make sense. Trap, can we talk basketball and can you quit trying to make up narratives that don't make sense? You're just saying stuff to try and throw off the fact that it don't make sense. He said Dwight Howard beat Cleveland, although Rashard Lewis and Jameer Nelson were all-stars. That's three all-stars on three all-stars. And correct me if I'm wrong, KG didn't even play that series because he was hurt. Orlando versus Boston. So again, I'm talking reality. You're talking made up trap fiction. So we talking basketball.
No, you're not.
No, I'm quick question. Quick question.
Did he get folded by Cleveland?
So KG played in Orlando versus Boston. KG played.
Injuries happen, bro.
Oh, injuries happen. Okay. And when Kevin Love
played Boston, he got injured.
When Kevin Love got hurt and LeBron still beat Boston without Kevin Love, and then still beat Atlanta without Kevin Love and Kyrie.
There you go. You're still going back to that time.
I'm just saying, LeBron is beating Boston, who's had more All-Stars 9 times out of 10 every time he's played them. He even beat Boston when they had 4 All-Stars when he was in Miami. But that don't count because he was playing with 2 other All-Stars going against 4 All-Stars. So that doesn't count for him because how dare he play with talent. Hey, they beat Stephon Marbury, Paul Pierce, Rajon Rondo, Ray Allen. If you want to give it to him, give it to him. So you saying LeBron wasn't gonna beat them?
LeBron was a dynamo.
LeBron wasn't gonna beat the KG list Boston Celtics.
It's hard to believe.
Yeah, I bet it's hard to believe for somebody who's making up stuff. It's always gonna be hard to believe.
Am I making up stuff, or are you? Are you right now? Are you right now?
You said
you're trying to make assumptions. Well, LeBron.
No, you said Dwight beat the same team that LeBron couldn't beat, but they ain't the same team because KG played. KG didn't play. It does matter,
bro. He still.
So the Bulls were the same team the year after Jordan left.
So now,
quit lying, bro.
Wait. You, according to you, they was better because they had.
Scottie Pippen wasn't even on the team in '98.
No, I'm talking about the team, bro.
The '94 team was better because they had 3 All-Stars.
That's the team Dwight beat.
Dwight beat that team. I ain't seen no 3 All-Stars out there, but hey, Trap, if you need that win, brother, go ahead.
In your opinion, who are some of the top dynasty?
The top one I seen with my own eyes is probably the Spurs because I saw all those wins. I ain't gonna sit up here and lie and say I saw everything Jordan was doing when I was 6, 7. I did not. I ain't see it. I
didn't see slavery. Don't mean it didn't happen. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if that's the case, we all need to agree then that the Boston Celtics is the best dynasty then because they won 11 in 13 years. Then move on.
I'm gonna go with the Lakers. As I feel like every decade the Lakers was a problem.
I ain't see them in the 90s.
What, 99?
99 they didn't win.
In 92 they went to the finals in 92.
Yeah, they went to the finals.
There wasn't no dynasty. They wasn't no problem in the 90s.
No, they was at the end of the road. They like Boys to Men, man. They had came to the end of the road.
I don't think they won one in the 60s either. But hey, I could be wrong.
I think Jerry West win his only one. Did
I
he
thought it
win
was the
his?
70s because he lost 8 of them. He only won one. I thought he only got that one in the
I
70s.
mean, I feel like you didn't. I feel like you didn't see the Celtics in the '90s either.
I didn't call them the dynasty. Though. I said the Spurs because that's the only one I saw.
Oh, okay, the Spurs. I can give you the Spurs, but at the same time, the Lakers did the same thing, close to the same span, didn't it?
But it was two different teams. I give you both of them on equal footing because in our adulthood, them the two teams we saw win multiples, other than like he said, LeBron and Steph. So in our adulthood, it got to be the Spurs or the Lakers because they both got 5. Everybody else got 4, and Kobe was there for all 5, and Tim was there for all 5, and the guys around them changed, but both of them was the staple, and the coaches were the staple. There really would have been like without Tim.
Oh yeah.
Because Tim is that guy that made everything work because he listened. And we see what happened if guys don't listen to dude and if he ain't got no superstar that gonna listen. But Tim listened, so everybody else listened. Pop could yell at him like he could yell at anybody else. And I think the thing with Kobe was that he was gonna outwork anybody. So the other guys had to, when they won, they had to outwork, unless you just have a big ass dude named Shaq in the middle where everybody getting 3 centers just so they don't foul out their best player to guard him. So that was a definite advantage when he realized I'm the biggest guy in the league with the most agility and nobody can't stop me regardless if I work out or not. I think the only person who guarded him was Father Time. So yeah, those two dynasties right there. I think the tougher ones were Kobe last 2 though. Those were probably the tougher ones because he ain't had that guaranteed haymaker. So those were tougher for him to get. The tough I've seen is probably LeBron 2016 because of every goddamn thing.
Man, y'all tripping, man. LeBron James
Nah, he
is
ain't
the
the.
top dynasty of
Nah, I can't give
all
you that one.
time,
D.
my boy. Top dynasty. He, come on, man. The man got it done 3 different places.
Yeah, he got it done. But I'm just
27,
saying.
27.1, 20-time All-Star, scoring champ, assist champ, 4-time NBA champ, P. Come on, man.
I'm just saying, as a franchise in 20 years,
20 years, 21
I'm just
years.
saying, as a franchise in 20 years, Tim Duncan still did more. Like, as far as that goes, even though it being 20 years, Tim Duncan, like, as far as wins, accumulated wins, I don't think that man ever had a season under 500. So as a dynasty, Tim Duncan, to me, is a greater dynasty because he never was under 500, never missed the playoffs.
You gotta look at the team, the culture.
But I'm saying Tim was the coach. We see Tim was the coach now because the San Antonio Spurs without him have fell off because he was the coach. He was the yes coach. I'm a superstar, but I'm gonna take less money and I'm gonna do what you say.
He was the Tom Brady of the NBA.
He was the Tom Brady of the situation. I'm gonna listen to my coach. I'm gonna do what my coach says. So everybody else got to fall in line.
He learned from David Robinson. So.
Yeah, he learned from David Robinson, who's a military guy. So it's just like those things go hand in hand. You're not going to find a Tim Duncan again. You probably going to find, I'm not going to say you're going to find it, but you're going to find a guy that's going to give you an average of triple-double for their career and do all that. Now, are they going to be able to play all 5 positions? Probably not. But they're going to play the 1 through 4. We've seen a few of them that got that savvy. Wemby probably going to do that. He probably going to average a quadruple-double by the time it's all over.
Yeah.
Because of everything he can do. But as far as consistency, you can count on Tim Duncan being in the playoffs. No matter what. You can count on him winning more than 50% of his game. You can count on him just always just showing up like that. And again, I still say LeBron the GOAT, but I'm just saying as a dynasty, the San Antonio Spurs, as me as an adult, that's been the standard because they didn't fall off until Tim left.
It's been a long fall for the San Antonio Spurs, man. Mm-hmm. They got some bad juju going on down there in San Antonio because they have not been able to find no type of footing since Manu, Tim, Tony, Kawhi. Since that era ended, it has been a long drop down for the San Antonio Spurs. But at their peak in the heyday, they, you know, like Dick said, they was a top dynasty. So I do have to give them consideration for that. But I still can't go against LeBron. He should have a statue in front of all 3 stadiums that he's played in. But I know they ain't gonna put one in front of LA because LA got about 45 statues already, so he really don't need one out there. But most definitely Cleveland and Miami are going to build statues of this man. So Once again, make sure you are tapped in with your boys. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. We are rocking every week right here on YouTube. It's your boy, Mr. D. I got Big Dex in the building, and I got my boy DJ Trap in the building, rocking like a cutoff stocking. So, with that being said, we're gonna jump into our next situation that we got going on. So, I want to talk about your boy Otani. It's time to talk about some baseball. I wanted to get your thoughts on the allegations of Otani betting. He stated that it was his interpreter and they have fired the said interpreter. Does this change how you feel about him? Is it enough to put a stain on his rep? Is he somebody? Tap in.
I don't know enough about it, I guess, right now in my mind to form an opinion like that. As far as like betting in sport, I feel like it's normal now. It's on every sports channel. All the sports betting is on those. So I would never assume that an athlete isn't betting. Now, are they losing games on purpose? Probably not. And number one, the Angels couldn't lose a game on purpose if they want to. Hell, they couldn't win on purpose. It took miracles for them to get W's. He probably was betting on stuff that he ain't got nothing to do with him because it was a guaranteed loss 9 times out of 10.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think Otani was bad, and I do believe in Otani, but I do have questions about the situation, such as, okay, clearly the interpreter was a liar because he said he worked for the Yankees and the Red Sox. They said that was a lie. He said he went to a college. The college came out and said, nah, he ain't never went there. But the issue I have is I want to know, is Otani saying the guy stole the money from him, and I can see that happening. Because think about it, Otani's in a foreign country, and that's his best friend. You know what I'm saying? His best friend probably, think about it, man. That's your wife, probably your best friend, right? She can steal from you right now. And depending on if you got a lot of money in there, you wouldn't notice it was gone.
I get
So
got.
yeah, you wouldn't know until too late. So I just feel like he was honest. But the only questions I have is like, how much did he know? Why did the Dodgers wait so long to even think about this? He's in a foreign country where he don't know nobody, or he don't know he can't speak, and his interpreter, the guy who speaks for him, that he got to trust. Think about it. Think how much trust you got to have in your interpreter, because he could be talking. Think about it. I don't know how to speak this language. I'm telling you, you could go out there and say anything. I'm trusting you to say what I'm saying, though. They found out this happened, and then they tell like the interpreter to go tell Otani that you messed up. You know what I'm saying? Go tell Otani what happened. That doesn't make sense. you
Yeah,
know,
Better
he
turn
probably
on
could have been saying
that.
anything.
Better turn on that Google interpreter around there, man.
Yeah, he could have been saying anything. So,
Better
and
turn
that's
on that Google. Put that JBL in your ear, or that Raycon, and you better let it see what he got going. Oh, because you got apps now that can interpret what people say for you and make
you
sure they say
got
the right thing.
and my thing is with the baseball players, because a lot of those guys come from like the Dominican,
Mhm.
from overseas and stuff like that, and so they need translators, and they make a lot of money. So I just be wondering, who is you trusting with that bag? Because as you can see, these interpreters ain't always on the up and up. It just makes a lot of people eyebrows raised, like, hey, okay, if his interpreter was doing it, who else interpreter may be doing it? Ain't no telling us. They gonna be them antennas about to raise now because they potentially may have one of their top stars in a little situation. So
Mhm.
I don't know how they gonna be liking that. They probably finna really crack down on these people with these interpreters and stuff like that. This could ultimately be a bad look for Major
just
Baseball.
nobody did no background check on the dude,
Nope.
bro. They just took his
Yeah,
word for it. 'Cause why not?
yeah, you
Like I
can't
said, the
do
dude
that.
lied about going to college. Dude lied about working the Yankees and the Red Sox.
And you Major League Baseball, how you let somebody like that creep through? You got to go
But
over people with a fine tooth comb.
but see that's the thing though, because what I'm learning, like with a lot of this stuff going on, like all this stuff that's going on in the world right now with the Diddler and everybody else, like people ain't doing no background checks on employees like that. Like people is not like checking backgrounds. They taking a lot of stuff as they word.
Oh no.
It making me feel like I should apply for a lot of jobs that I would
Exactly.
do.
Y'all ain't doing no thorough background. Y'all
Right.
tripping. That's how they scare a lot of people off. Whole time they ain't even really doing no
Now,
thorough
yeah, because
background.
they cost. And again, who really want to do a background check? You done took 200 applications. You not finna do 200 background checks because that's costing every time, no matter what agency you using. But my thing about it is with the athletes, I think Trap touched on that, is like you ain't gonna realize how much gone until it's too late. Because if you getting everything you want, I ain't got to worry about nothing. Bro, go get me this, go get me that, send my mama this, make sure my folks got that. I'm not worried about my money because it's supposed to be there.
It's there.
It's supposed to be. So why am I? If it's there, if I can do everything I need to do, what am I worried about? And that's why a lot of cats, especially in the 80s and 90s, they thought they had some. They ain't know that guy that would count that money for them was the one that was actually rich because they ain't
Yeah,
even know them words. And like, and they don't have a retirement, and they how they are now because they all messed up. And it's sad and it's messed up that people take advantage of people and their talent because they know they schedule lead them with a lot of room to do so. Because you don't know as an athlete that's on the road half of the year, you don't know what's going on at your house and you don't know what nobody doing.
you gone, especially like at baseball, because how many games they play a year? They play
Almost
like 100.
200. 200 if
really?
you 200 if you count spring training and also just the training and practice in general. Like these people play back to backs. So if you play a double header 20 times out the year, so that's 20 days of you playing back to back games. So you in the clubhouse or you even on the road for primarily a whole day and some change. They give people too much room to operate and do what they want to do with you, around you, about you, and you don't even know what's going on. You just the purse for all their actions.
I don't think, like I said, I don't think Otani was betting though. Michael Porter Jr.'s brother was betting on himself. That's the real story. That brother there.
I don't even get it. Like, I don't understand how people, because I'm on the outside looking in, so this is just me. If I get a chance to do my dream career, I'm doing what it takes to keep it. I'm not
Exactly.
jeopardizing it, but that's me on the outside looking in. This has always been their goal, and they ain't known nothing else. So to them, this is regular. To us, this is a big thing that not a lot of people get to do, but they live in that dream. So to them, that ain't nothing. I'm gonna be a pro for however long I'm gonna be a pro, which is stupid to think like that, but it's their reality that I'm gonna be a pro until I decide to hang it up. When everybody
Yeah,
knows that you done when somebody else tell you done.
Yeah, that's crazy. Why would you put yourself in jeopardy like that? Ain't no way. You got to think smart because at the end of the day, when they're through with you, when they're through using you for their product to get their money off you, hey, if they ready for you to hit the dope, player, you got to hit that dope. That's why it's always important that these athletes, and that's why I always talk to these young cats that I bump into. They say they doing this, they say they doing that. I always let them know, hey, make sure that you are applying yourself in the classroom too. Make sure you are applying yourself when it comes to looking at these contracts, the people that you're dealing with, because you never know. It be your own circle, it be your downfalls. As you can see, Otani, his own circle, supposed to be looking out for him, didn't have his best interest at hand. So another thing I want to talk about real quick, staying with baseball, why aren't the baseball stars as big as some of the other sports stars, like the football stars, the basketball stars? Like, why aren't they as recognizable as the other sports stars? Somebody tap in, tell me what's going on with the MLB.
I feel like they call it America's favorite pastime because people are doing it and they literally going to the parks to be there.
True.
Like they there to enjoy the atmosphere, whether it be like them sitting out in the grass or them doing like the little silly games that come with the game because the games are long. And you usually, especially if you got kids, you're gonna make a day out of it. It seems like number one, I don't think people are as close as you are with like football and basketball players. You can reach out and touch them like it's nuts, especially basketball. Football, they can jump in the stands and they interact with the crowd and they got time where they talking. Baseball players, if they not out there on the field, especially if they're not in the outfield, like you're not really interacting with them. You so far off and you're not hands on with them. Like basketball, especially, you touching them people. Y'all engaged. Football, again, they gonna get interactive with the crowd. And they got like time off the field where they talking back and forth to the crowd. I don't see much of that in baseball where the interaction with the crowd is like that. People razz batters. People may talk a little trash to outfielders, but it ain't really no interaction. It just seems like they there to do their job and go home.
True
It's
that.
not really. It's not really personal.
I don't
Nah,
think that. I think baseball is very personal. I think baseball is probably the most. It's a regional sport.
I'm just saying. It just seems like it's a
yeah.
pastime.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be America's pastime. But if it wasn't Tony just being blasted across the screen, Mike Trout, Mookie Betts, it's just certain stars that
I
just
think the problem is this: you name two people, Mike Trout and Otani. Between the two, and Mike Trout been in the league for like 10 years. Between both of them, what they got three playoff appearances. Come on,
and,
now they're
and
not winning. That's why we don't know that. Even though Mike Trout's one of the best ever,
yeah. And you have to
but like
really search to find the baseball stars. I had to really dig to try to think of some baseball stars, and I
well
came
here,
Ronald Acuna.
here in Detroit
and
last year, even though the Lions took off and was really cold, Miguel Cabrera is still one of the biggest stars in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. It's different. You know what I'm saying? But also the problem is a lot of the biggest stars in baseball don't speak fucking English. They don't speak English, so we can't relate to them because they don't speak English.
true that,
They speak
I don't
true
know
so.
now.
a
People
lot
know
of
Messi. People know Ronaldo. And I ain't never heard them speak much English.
And
because okay,
Ronaldo speak
which
English.
Bro, I saw Messi in a street, literally a picture of Messi in the street that you had to take from a satellite because the gravitational pull of people was so big just for him walking outside. No, ain't nobody doing that. Ronaldo can do that, but I'm just saying, there's no other athlete that's gonna have that gravitational pull to where you got a whole actual area just pulled in because you're outside. It's different with football, soccer, whatever you want to call it, because of how many people. You don't need much to play soccer. A ball. It don't even have to be a soccer ball. It's just something, kick that joint around. You can make your goals, and that's why I relate because you can play that in the poorest place or the richest place, and you can play it the same way. But also, you see their face. You can see their face, and with basketball, the same way. You see their face, their name. Football, you don't really see their face, but you don't really care. You care
exactly,
about what
you know
they
the
do.
team, you about the team, so you really don't care
Yeah,
about the person that much.
right.
Also, you got to realize this too. Baseball is a regional sport. Think about it. Jets care about the Braves. You don't care about the Tigers or what's going on with the Tigers during the
Not at
season.
all.
I don't care about what's going on during the Braves during the season. You know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
It's a
Do
regional
that.
sport. You only care about the team that's in your area. That's the
Mhm.
thing about baseball. It's different from like football and basketball. We into everything. Like we were just talking about Boston. I'm not talking about the Red Sox during the season really that much up here.
No, because people love the Cardinals here because the Cardinals are their regional team and because they farm team the Redbirds play here. So a lot of people love the Cardinals in this area, and that's
Do
just
that.
what it is. Because you're gonna always see that because they're associated with the Redbirds, and the closest baseball team is St. Louis. So that's what we're all mostly gonna be, unless you like me and you from somewhere else, but you were raised here, so you go with what you first knew. First thing I ever knew, first sport I ever knew was the Braves and Hammer and Hank. That was what I knew.
Me,
So that's what I stick with.
yeah, that's something most definitely look at because that's always been puzzling to me. Like this is America's pastime. They get paid probably the most money, but you can't recognize these people. I don't know if there's something that Major League does to try to push more of the product and let it be like a product thing and not of a player thing. And that's always bothered me that these cats like play all these games, put in all this work, and you really don't know who they are unless they're regional team or they're just plastered all over the sports network like the Yankees or one of the big names that's in the MLB. We just tapped in. We try to stay tapped into a little bit of everything over here at the podcast with the Barbershop Vibes. We are tapped in sports. You are rocking with your boy, Mr. D. I got Big Dex in the building, and I got my boy DJ Trap. That was our baseball segment. Here comes the time. What my boy Trap say? Put him up, Trap. Put him up, Trap. Acknowledge him. Oh, it's time for the WWE roundtable, baby. It's about to go down. Do it, Trap. What you saying, Trap?
Everybody put your ones up. Just acknowledge him. Ones up,
Hey,
Dex.
turn my guy up. Come on, let's
Nah,
go.
The
y'all boys.
bloodline, Dex.
Nah, we on retaliation. We on get back mode, man. We
Did you
gotta
see
get
my boy? My boy, hey, that's what Cody wanted, right? He told Cody, he whispered to Cody, he said, I'm gonna make you bleed. He lied, did he?
we on get back mode now. It's demon time now.
Hey,
Can
man.
I just say this?
Say,
Was that not one of the best Raws you ever seen in years?
hey, man. Say, I ain't even seen no wrong year, man. It's probably one of the best ones I done seen. Hey,
I give it up. It's up there, and everything seemed to look and feel real different when you get that 80-year-old out the room taking care of and trying to be over everything. It just seems real different. Like a fresh
It
energy.
seems real different when you bring the people's champion.
I just know that
Hey, the
80-year-old,
final boss.
you get
God
that
damn it. The
toxicness.
final boss.
You can get somebody who more worried about getting his Viagra prescription than actually taking care of wrestlers. You get him out of there, and you
You
start people actually
stupid.
working.
You stupid. But
It's just time to bury these boomers, man. They just all these cats like
they just old and in the
Diddler,
way, huh?
the Diddler, Vince McMahon, and then this old Schneider cat at Nickelodeon. It's just time to let these folks go on here because they was all more concerned with everything other than handling business and standing on business.
I'm saying you, man. Come
They
on,
just
man.
want power. They don't want to actually take this stuff and push it to a new level.
Talk that talk.
Man, it's great to see something have a story and a story be longer than just a few weeks to sell a product. You selling a story. This story been going on for 3 years, 3+ years. It may end in a couple of weeks. It may not end in a couple of weeks. But either way, everybody invested. It got people back watching that haven't watched in years. It got
Hey, boy.
Yep, it got new fans that are young people that is bringing in, that's connecting them to older people. Like it's connecting so many generations, and it's bringing a renewed energy to it. I'm just happy it's about the events itself and less about somebody's ego. It's just about putting on a good show for people and getting people back excited about the week and not just the premium live events themselves, and then nobody care again until the next premium live event. Everybody week to week is engaged and they watching this soap opera unfold and they want to see the next chapter.
Hey, cause I'm so fired up. I'm recording Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah.
Jay, hey, I'm tuned in and I feel like a kid again because you getting that fresh new vibe and it feel with The Rock coming out. Then you got Cody. Then you got my boy Seth freaking Rollins. And all of them played whatever character,
Yeah,
whatever
you
role
forgot the
they
biggest
supposed to be.
superstar, Dominic Mysterio. But
You got Dom. Oh my god. It's been a while. Just me being introduced to the ones that I didn't know and just falling back in love with the originals. Man, then seeing CM Punk. Oh, I ain't seen CM Punk in years, cuz like where you come from? Come on, dude. I was fired up. I can't start. That was nice right there, most definitely. We are on WrestleMania watch, and they said it's gonna be a good one. Cody, can he finish his story? Probably gonna be coming out. Oh man, this just gonna be off the chain. Rock. Oh,
I think Stone Cold will show up, man.
get out of here. They've been not.
I think it's gonna be a lot because it keeps seeming like it's trying to bring the old with the new. It's trying to bring everything full circle. These folks don't went back. They even talking about the American dream and all that, and they talking about now, and they talking about god dang High Chief might be. It's just so many levels and so much history going on at one time. And if Stone Cold and Taker and all them guys get together and do something with it, that would be amazing. It wouldn't just be amazing for us old people who were kids. Why it would be amazing just for the younger folks to see the people that we love incorporated with the people they love right now.
I don't think it's gonna be just Undertaker though. I think it's gonna be Stone Cold and John Cena.
Yep, because Cena, we know the history with Cena and The Rock. We know the history with Stone Cold and The Rock. And both of them with once in a lifetime type things and a lot of emotion and a lot of people invested in time.
I give you another thing that's what I thought about too. With WrestleMania is in Philly. Last time The Rock was with Roman Reigns in Philly, Roman Reigns won the Royal Rumble and they got booed.
They're probably gonna get booed again this week, this upcoming WrestleMania. But hey, we gotta make sure that we don't forget about NXT and the man Trick Williams, aka Whoop That Trick. We got a good one against Carmelo Hayes coming up.
Main event, that's gonna be
Man of the
dope.
It's gonna be dope. Two black guys main eventing an NXT premium live event, I think for the first time ever. And they're gonna bring that swag. It's gonna be on early, so it's gonna be on about noon on that WrestleMania weekend. So if people wanna load up on wrestling all day that weekend, they're gonna get the opportunity to do. I probably ain't gonna be at I could watch some of that drill, but I know I'm gonna be at drill, so we shall see.
Ooh, it's gonna be an exciting one. I'm fired up just to see how it's gonna pan out. I'm excited to see how they tag team ladder joint. They say they're gonna supposed to be popping off, so I want to see how that's gonna pan out. But I don't like that. What's them dudes? Pretty Deadly, man. That's their name on. Like
Yep.
they need to game. They
Hey,
need.
they cold, bro. They cold,
Yeah.
They
man.
be doing all that whoop, bro. This man win the match, man. This, I
Well, you
don't
know, you
Well,
like gold does back in the day.
exactly.
I think the
Like,
Hardys will
nah,
show up for that ladder match though.
Yeah. It's
that's the
going.
only time. But I know everybody got their characters and stuff. But that's the one I see. If I was at the Raw, I boo, get out of here, boo. Yeah, I like, come on, my finger signs and everything. And them, I don't like those folks. Right? But hey, I'm gonna be tapped in. I hope everybody else be tapped in because we are always tapped in at the Tapped In Sports
Here's
Podcast, y'all.
oh man, and if they don't in Philly give Shinsuke Nakamura a great match and let Lil Uzi Vert come out there and rap that song, I'm gonna be highly pissed off.
You
I
know
think
they
now they got the Dilla Jr. Meek Mill will be there.
He gonna do. I saw he doing Dreaming Nightmares, but I hope. I'm just hoping old Uzi come out with Shinsuke Nakamura, whatever Shinsuke do, and he rap because it's Philadelphia and that's a hot song, and they might as well gonna let him do it.
Hey, might as well go ahead and make it a party. It's gonna be a party all week. So just make sure you are tapped in once again. It's your boy Mr. D, rocking with my boy Big Dix, and I got my boy DJ Trap. We are the Tapped In Sports Podcast. So next up, I want to jump into the NFL, y'all. I want to talk a little NFL. Want to talk about the Cowboys. The free agency is a little more calm these days, but I want to talk about the Cowboys and Dak Prescott, mainly his contract. Now he did help the gang out with saving them about $4 million in cap space, but still projected to make 50 plus next season. Give me your thoughts on what you think they should do with Dak and his contract, and will it be enough for them to like possibly find some pieces so they can try to put something together? Is his contract really worth all the trouble? Somebody talk to me, please. Tap in.
How many years was Romo the quarterback?
Too many years, too long.
I'm just putting a number on it. Like what 9?
Yeah, I would say about 9 or 10.
By 9, 10. What year Dak in? I don't know what else y'all want. The man set records for his greatest year last year, I do believe. Statistically, had a great percentage throwing, a lot of touchdowns, not a lot of turnovers. I don't who you gonna replace him with? So I say stay with the one you came to the party with. You ain't gonna get better. And he damn straight for to bring in no Kaepernick. So it's a moot point. Even if you do draft a young guy this year, you done brought in a bunch of guys that you ain't gonna put in front of him. You can draft a young guy you can put behind him and let him learn. But it ain't nobody you gonna go out there. You not gonna go out there and get somebody right now that's better than him. You not. It's not anybody really you can get. So is he worth the bag? Yeah, based off of what he's done for you and what other people before him did. Who's the leading QB like yards and all that in Cowboy history? Is it Staubach or Romo?
It's wrong.
It's Romo. Romo, yards, touchdowns, all that. So I'm pretty sure that if he ain't on course for breaking it, he should break it in about 2-3 years. He don't look like he's getting worse. He actually look like he's getting better. He's doing good stuff.
So what is the problem? Why he can't win in the playoffs? That's my thing.
Because why y'all trying to make him win in the playoffs is my question. Why he gotta be the one to win it? No, I'm saying why isn't it on the coach to coach? The best QBs or the winningest QBs, I'm sorry, have been the ones who just have to win in situations. Like Tom Brady's best moments were just getting them in field goal range. That man ain't got them liberties. Like he has to go out there and keep them in the game and win the game. Tom Brady just had to make sure that they didn't mess up for most of his career. I ain't gonna say all, but most of his career it was just don't mess up. The defense is gonna clean up whatever little mistakes we have. You just don't do anything detrimental. Use the run game, keep us in position to score at least 3, and run some time. They not asking Dak to do that. They asking Dak to go up there, show up, and show out. And it's only one Patrick Mahomes, and I'm sorry to say that. That's just it. It's just one Patrick Mahomes. It's only one of him. Even, again, y'all won because of Chris Jones and them decided, nah, we're not going to let San Francisco score. No matter how much Patrick Mahomes scores, Chris Jones, Snead, and all them guys stepped up and said, "Nah, we ain't letting them get that.
They
They
made
got
the
to kick a
stop.
field
Real
goal.
talk. Real
They
talk.
got to kick a field goal because it's just you can't ask a QB. Number one, you can't ask them, especially when you get in holes, to go ahead and keep on bailing you out. I ain't saying that Dak is perfect, but what I'm saying is that he shouldn't have to carry the burden of keeping y'all in everything. He should have the burden of just, oh, we got a lead, let me keep the lead. Because these are pro athletes. And
True.
him constantly out there throwing and dropping back and doing all that, instead of having a reliable run game, it just messes him up. To me, anyways, I don't think he the issue. I just think that it's a scheming issue, and that in the playoffs, they need to be worried more about running the clock instead of trying to put up a bunch of points.
Exact. And we still haven't found out answer at running back. Still ain't found
And I
out.
agree with Dex, but I don't think Dex agree with Dex because the same thing he's saying can be said about Matt Ryan, but you don't feel the same way.
What? Oh no! First of all, Matt Ryan, number one, we had the lead. We had the lead. Him and his offensive coordinator, whoever they may be, and head coach decide they want him to throw. We got the lead. Run the ball. He want to be a hero. Nobody told him to be the hero. The hero was the game. Let Devontae Freeman be the leader because he was the reason.
The year that disrespect him and his offensive coordinator, whoever he may be.
Whoever, he didn't even mention no name. He don't even want to call those names.
I was just in the Super Bowl last year.
And we see what he did yet again. That man got the yips, man. Man, hey, he like that boy off 20, what is it, American Pie? When the man finally got that girl in the bed.
Yeah.
On. Every time she
Nadia.
touched, he just too quick. He too quick, man. He set the mood. That man just ain't it. I don't know what it is with Buddy, man. Kyle Shanahan decide he want to be the guy that make up these elaborate schemes to throw the. I don't get it. Like your daddy was about them running backs. Your daddy was about getting that ball to TD and letting TD get down there and letting John just make a couple throws here and there, and that defense cleaning up anything on the backside. Matt Ryan feel like he can score 40. I don't know why. I don't know who told him that. They lied to the man. But Dak shouldn't have to do that. Dak should have to go ahead and manage that.
And also the problem y'all about to have for Dak is you can't franchise tag him. You let him sit out. You let him sit out on his contract. He got the option. He can be a free agent. He can be. Yeah. He ain't got to take that deal. And what's that gonna do then? Because you see teams like Atlanta, they paying top-notch money quarterbacks who don't concede in the playoffs.
You thinking New York Giants wouldn't jump on it if y'all let that man go?
Man, in a heartbeat.
They gonna get him.
In a heartbeat.
You thinking Jared Mayo ain't gonna tell that man come on up there to New England if y'all let that man go? He gonna be all right. Y'all need him. He really don't.
He number 3 in passing.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all need him.
And Tony Romo actually only played for us for 8 years.
He number 3 all time. Who's number 2?
Number 2 is Troy.
Troy is 2, but Troy played there 14 years.
Yep.
Number 3, and the guy above him played 14 years. So he probably gonna, if he stay 14 years, they're gonna be all that. They're gonna be all that.
Oh, yeah, he ain't that far behind him.
So it just, I don't dance with the one you came with, man.
Crazy.
Figure it out later.
Crazy. I need my owner to get on business, man. I need him to come out. I need him to stand on business, man. The man said all in. You ain't standing on business right now. Jimmy.
Maybe he's developing what he got. I don't know. I don't know what y'all got hidden out, stashed away.
I know he better hit big in the draft. Like he playing a lottery.
He do pretty good in the draft, though.
I need somebody like that on the hidden side that don't nobody know about.
I guess. We'll
see. Oh yeah. But it was something to look forward to in the NFL. But still in the NFL, I want to talk about the NFL having owners meeting. And so they recently banned the hip drop tackle. Seems like they really don't love the defensive players. Once again, they had a disadvantage when it comes to making plays. It seems just a regular tackle. But hey, I may be wrong. I need to know what the deal is. I got this little video I want to show y'all. What do y'all think this is? Do y'all think this should be a ban rule? Or do y'all think this is just good football? And how do you think this will be officiated this year?
How do you control a premier athlete in full speed.
It look like a regular tackle.
Right. I'm just saying you're telling them to think instead of reacting. And my problem with that is I feel like them thinking about it is gonna get people more injured than them just actually reacting.
Exactly, because they're gonna be hesitant and trying to.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Am I gonna get a flag? Not gonna get a
Right.
flag? What's going on? So
And then it's one of them things where a guy can manipulate this rule just by how they fall. Because if you know the ref gonna call this, me just trying to just keep running, that gives me an advantage as an offensive player. If I keep running and you try to put your momentum down to make me fall, like you're gonna that's a flag every time. So I don't like it because it's just really making defensive players have to think a little bit more than they should have to instead of just read and react.
exactly, I believe that it's gonna be a thing to where it's only gonna be at some point getting called in certain games. Like it's
Yeah,
gonna be one of them type rules because it's gonna be hard for you to police something like that. Because
yeah,
if you look at the screen, it look like a basic tackle.
it is.
And how do you know a hip drop is not a hip drop? Because that is how they talk to normally tackles. I know they want to protect the quarterback, they want to protect the offensive player, but at the end of the day, you finna have to put flags on people,
Yeah.
like because this is a regular tackle.
And you're gonna make games long with the
Exactly.
reviews and the
But now you got to
challenges.
review.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, let's play some ball.
And let's keep it moving. And
I
let's
don't
keep
want no
it
more
moving.
4-5 hour games, bro.
No, we good. We good. That's one that y'all should most definitely be on the lookout for this year because that's gonna be another rule. And then they said that they redid the kickoff too. The kickoff is gonna look funny as well too. I'm telling y'all, these owners they be out here plotting and planning. So make sure you invest your dollars with your team wisely because it's gonna look like a totally different NFL this year. They coming up with some different rules. I understand they want to protect the offensive player, but how is you gonna protect the defensive player? Because Dick said, okay, I'm trying to think about not making this penalty. Oh, I done hurt myself. So
Right.
it's a lose, like kind of catch 22 when you think about it in some situations. So the defensive players, they up in a roar about it. Make sure you are tapped in with your boys. We winding it down. We grinded it. Once again, before we jump into the schedules, shout out to my guys, Big Dex. Shout out to DJ Trap. Shout out to the group chat, Sports All Facts, No Fiction. We keep it rocking like a cut-off stocking. We are the Tapped In Sports Podcast, the podcast with the barbershop vibes. So this week, we jumping down into the college football schedule breakdown. We got 3 teams, 3 schedules. We're going to try to predict what the schedule will be. This week, we got Colorado, Texas A&M, and Alabama. All 3 teams are looking for a bounce back season in the first year of the 12-team playoff. First up, Colorado. All right, how y'all thinking? We looking at the schedule. Y'all tried to play my uncle last time we had him on, so I had to make sure I get the schedule right. All right, how many wins? How many wins we got for him? Tap in.
I thought we had talked about this already, but if we have not, let me go ahead and let you know, man. I see. Oh, that was last year. I told you gonna win about 3-4 games. Business as usual.
Man, stop playing with my man.
About 3-4.
Stop playing with my man.
I told you that last year, D.
Stop playing my Uncle Top on this podcast, man.
He may on the high side win about 5 games.
He got it. I give him at least 7, bro. Don't do him like that.
Baylor's an L. Matt Rule got some things going in Nebraska. That's an L. Kansas State, L. Arizona, L. He probably can pull that out. Texas Tech, he might pull that out. Utah, L. Kansas, is Bean still there? If Bean's still there, that's probably a loss. And I know he ain't gonna beat that Maine, the last one. He a man. He ain't a boy. I don't think he gonna beat him. So I about 5. About 5.
Man, you better
5 on the high side. He might break even. He may break even.
Hold on. Oh, I got to this. Hold. You said he break even.
Yeah, he might hit the.
Man, you got to be tripping.
Hey, this schedule, no lie, because Arizona, they had some gimmies last year. They had the Arizona State, and they had it was some other gimmies on that mother. Nebraska was a gimme last year, but I don't think Nebraska's gonna be a gimme this year. They had some gimme games last year. That's why they ended up getting the whip. This one looked a little tougher. It looked like they might have to come to work every week.
That's what he gonna do. What you mean? He got them dogs.
That man, he a Calipari football, man.
Oh man, you tripping, man.
Recruiter.
Don't do my dog like that. Don't do my dog like
recruiter.
that. I give him.
I think they're gonna have a good year this year. I give them 5, maybe 6 wins.
You said the same thing.
Man, recruitment, right? Improvement, that's
Yeah, he hit the portal. My guy hit the portal. So you already know, man. Coach Prime, he gonna try to pull it back. His second season, he lost some heartbreakers last year. We can't ignore that.
it depends on how that line looks. I do have a problem with Coach Prime though.
What's
I
that?
understand that his son is Shador, and he can say Shador can't go places. Well, how you gonna tell Travis Hunter like that's his son or something?
Hey, he said that's his boy. He ain't going to see him. Hey, if Hunter ain't in somewhere where it's comfortable for him to be
Did you
accommodated, hey, he ain't
did
going.
you peep? Did you peep the teams he named? He named Washington, Dallas, Atlanta, and Baltimore. What those teams got in common?
He played for him.
All the teams he played for was the teams he named. Come on, bro.
Hey, but hey, Coach Prime, he did hit the portal. All right, he brought his Louis luggage to the portal. He did go get some more weapons, and then of course you got Hunter back this year, and I think with the shopping that he did in the transfer portal, he got some good talent coming in, and he's gonna be way better than them 4 wins he had last year, y'all. So Prime will be looking to get his team back to the standard that he had when he was coming in to his expectations that he had when he first came into Colorado. Do y'all think Colorado can make it into the college football? You don't give them no shot?
No.
Come on,
Zero.
y'all can't do my guy like that, man. Scale of 1 to 10, what's his chance?
What you said?
Scale
What?
What's
on
which
the
one is
scale,
the worst? The 1 or the 10?
the one.
I'm gonna get on about -3.
Wow.
I just don't. I don't see what the Colorado supporters see. Like y'all think himself is a game changer, but these guys got to play. And my thing about them is, again, they are Kentucky. They more concerned with the brand than the W.
Wow.
It's just not gonna work. And them kids, if dude wasn't so adamant about keeping them in there as like the launching point of his career in Colorado, them kids would have been gone to the league by now. I ain't saying they would be like superstar, but I'm just saying they only reason they there is to help make sure he is put on,
Who
and
that?
that's fine because that's your father. But I don't see them being as successful on this college thing. I see them putting up numbers, I see them getting highlights, and I see them being on ESPN because it's a great story. But as far as going up against programs that are established and have been at this and have been winning and have been at the top and are trying to continue that, I don't. Okay, D, who do you think is better, Colorado or
Georgia.
who do you think is better, Colorado or Bama?
Bama.
Who do you think is better, Colorado or Florida State?
Florida State.
Come on, D. Come on,
Florida
D.
State.
Who
Florida
do you
State.
think is better, Michigan or Colorado?
Michigan.
Who do you think is
Cap.
better, Ohio State or Colorado?
Come on, man. Don't do my uncle like this, man. Don't
I'm
do
just
it.
asking.
Keeping it real.
We had
Ole
five
Miss.
teams. We had 5 teams already. Do you think they're better than USC?
Depending on who coaching.
Do you think they're better than Texas?
No.
You think they're better than Oregon? We're running out of playoff spaces, D. I'm just letting you know. We running out of playoff spots. You think they're better than Notre Dame?
Depending on the year.
Their best bet is to win the Big 12. That's all I see.
That's their best bet is to win the Big 12. You think they're better than Arizona?
No.
Okay. You think they're better than Utah?
Yeah, I think they could beat Utah this year.
You think they can beat
D,
Utah?
come on, D. With Cam Rising. Come
I
on.
think they could beat Utah this year. They could beat Utah this year.
Cam Rising is still that
Upset.
school,
Shock
D.
the world,
I'm just I'm naming the teams that are gonna be in the playoff contention. They're not there. They're not them. They're about 10, 11 teams, right? And I left some off because I'm pretty sure they're not better than Clemson. They're not better than Penn State. They're not better than Maryland. You got me naming Big
Maryland.
Ten.
Stop
They're
playing.
not better than Maryland. They're not better than Maryland, bro. They're
Stop.
not better than Maryland. I'm sorry.
Stop.
They are not better than Maryland.
I was told last year Maryland was the best Big Ten team in the
You
Big
know what I'm
Ten.
saying? They
They
not-
didn't win that championship.
they
That's
not-
how cold they are.
They not better than Maryland, bro. You don't even do that, D.
I don't know. Two brothers gone now.
Exactly.
No, it ain't. That ain't the ones that were showing out that bowl game. I don't think no Tua was in that bowl game. They blew them folks out. I'm just saying, it's they're not that. They just ain't it.
But we will be tuned in. Like I said, they got 8 wins on a good year. If you play his cards, my guy can get him 8 wins for
I
sure.
don't even know. I don't know why you put up the Aggies, bro.
Oh, what you mean? The Aggies, hey, they trying to rebound this year. They trying to push forward.
D, look at the schedule.
How many you think they got? Tell me then.
Same thing as your boy got, about 4.
Man, you tripping. We ain't got 4, first of all. And they can be, well, let me see.
You gotta call
They
them
be
out, man. You
7
gotta call them out, D. You gotta call
You,
these wins
you
out.
definitely gotta call these
okay.
wins out.
They're gonna beat McNeese. They can beat
I
Florida.
hope. Whoa, D. See, let me stop you right there. You said they're gonna beat Florida.
I said they can beat Florida.
Okay.
They can beat Florida. That's 2. Bowling Green is 3. Arkansas, that's 4. Arkansas, that's 4. New Mexico State, that's 5. Auburn 6, and they make it if they play their cards right.
Now they beating Auburn. Come on,
You gotta stop that, man. You gotta quit. Why you so nice about getting these 4 wins, man?
The folks, look, I'm telling you, it's possible that they can beat them folks.
Who they quarterback? Who the wide receivers? Tell me. I want to know. Inquire minds, because I saw Max Johnson. I saw Brad Johnson's son get up out of there.
I think decent Johnny Manziel coming back.
I think he thinks something going on that we don't know about. But I swear to God, them folks. I thought the cupboard was bare.
I'm telling you, bro, they is a sleeping giant. They thinking that they lost everything.
Are we gonna talk about our pick'em this year at the end week with the college football?
Yes, of course. You know that.
I just want to make sure because I'm gonna be interested in yours. I'm gonna be interested in yours this year because the way you talking, I want your pick'ems to reflect your predictions right now. I want all your picks.
Hey, it is. It is. So once again, you can look out for Texas A&M. They're gonna make a little noise. I give them 6 wins, maybe even 7 if they play their cards right. They can beat South Carolina.
Everybody gonna win 7 games according to D.
Oh, then I ain't even see I ain't even count Mississippi State. That's a dub for sure.
D just moved it because you too nice with this. Man.
So you telling me Texas A&M cannot beat Mississippi State?
No,
really, Dix?
They can't. Nah, not as constructed unless they got some stuff.
Serious?
Unless they got some stuff that we don't know about, I gotta open them cabinets, man. I gotta go under the hood.
You talking like Mississippi State wasn't this garbage last year?
I don't know what he's talking about. He said Rogers never just.
Okay, so we gonna pull up Mississippi State next week, bro. I'm telling you, Mississippi State ain't got nothing hitting on nothing. So that what are you talking about? Yes, that is a dub for Texas A&M. Sorry, they have athletes, sir. It don't even matter what they name. They can have players.
Have you been keeping track? Hey, D, have you been keeping track of all the teams you said gonna win 7 or more games?
It's every team,
bro.
No.
You said
everybody making the playoffs.
No, I ain't saying that. Everybody's not making the playoffs.
You ain't
go ahead.
Every team
everybody we bring on, y'all say these like 4 wins, 5 wins. Come on, bro. Let's look at college football.
Because that's realistic. That's realistic.
No,
you said everybody got 6 or 7 wins on them. Everybody got 6, 7. Everybody can't.
Bro, I just counted you out 6 wins for these folks. McNeese, Florida, Bowling Green, Arkansas, Mississippi State, New Mexico, Auburn. That's 7 right there. What are you talking about?
Man, okay. Make sure you pick like that or the pick. So I know I get my money. I know I get my money.
Every week they gonna be saying, man, Mr. D, because this year you already know.
Hey.
You already know how
I tell you what, I'm gonna do you like you do me with the Falcons. Every week we're gonna bet which games I need to mark down as my betting week for you.
Make sure you got your pocketbook ready, man. That's all. Get your pocketbook ready, man. The SEC will be on top as always, because that's what we do. And speaking of SEC, lastly, we have the one and only, the epitome, the standard. Save the best for last. Alabama.
Y'all did right putting Western Kentucky and Southern Florida up there.
Hey, all right. Now,
bro, y'all, you know what's funny? And I hate to say this, y'all season ended with a Big Ten loss. Y'all first loss of the season, probably gonna be a Big Ten loss. What is wrong with y'all, man? Hold up, 1, 2, 3.
Bro, I know you ain't. Who? Talking about to Wisconsin?
Yeah, y'all gonna lose that one, big dog.
Man, let me sit my Wisconsin, sir. Let's talk about it. We're gonna lose to Wisconsin. That's our first loss.
Oh, y'all probably go 8-4. Y'all probably go 8-4.
So we pulling up on y'all 2-1. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Man, you gotta be a rabbit ass mind, bitch.
No, Wisconsin pretty tough.
Man, bro, you must not know.
And number one,
we got South. It's so bad. We got folks calling trying to come back. Oh, Proctor, they might say every time I try to leave, something keep pulling me back.
They saw the crack. Hey, I don't.
Hey, he said every time I try to go, hey, something.
Bro, I don't even.
kept on telling that man, you better not leave Bama. Huh?
The
You tell me,
Alabama team I believe in, to be honest with you, is the Ohio State Bama team. That's why all Alabama players went to Ohio State for some reason.
Y'all gonna
bro,
be
They
that
want they
time is
get back
gotta
against
go.
Michigan or something. But
Hey,
come on, D, we not being real again, D. You gotta stay off that narcotic, bro.
please. Y'all gonna lose 4 games.
oh
D,
gang.
how many you say y'all winning?
At least 9 games. That's
So
the base.
how much you got on that 9 games, D?
I got $35 right now on 9 games.
D,
Matter of
bro,
fact, make
not
it
me.
$40.
D, D, keep
We
me in the
win
book, bro.
nine
Keep me
games.
in the book, bro. D, keep me in the
This,
book. I got that.
this is on the podcast.
I just want to shout out to the podcast, by the way. We got video now. We got a background behind D. We got to turn it up.
Oh yeah, man. I'm trying to do something, man, over here at the podcast with the barbershop vibes. So once again, shout out to everybody for coming out tonight. We done grinded it out, y'all. Tried to make it a good one. So how many wins do Alabama got in them?
I say about 8.
Yeah, about 8 or 7.
7 or 8. Are you tripping right now?
Are you tripping saying anything else?
We got 9 wins. 9 wins, maybe 10. I'm really selling us short because I don't want y'all to just be like, man, you chill. But we really have 9 wins, at least 10 wins in us. So, like I said, look out for Alabama Crimson Tide because we're not dead. We just reloaded. Shout out to the brand, Coach KD. He just restocked. Jalen Milroe will be better. Offensive line will be better. We will be up to the task. We on demon time. We on revenge. Don't be surprised if we come in and we smack y'all around a little bit, my boy, because we on get back. Oh yeah, Michigan messed that up for everybody. So make sure you are tapped in to the Alabama Crimson Tide. Anything else y'all want to say about college football before we wrap this thing up, gentlemen?
Go dog.
Man, please go down. Where y'all going?
Straight to the top.
Man, home early, man. But once again, man, hey, it's been a wild one. As you can see, my camera turned off. I had to kill it, but hey, we killed it tonight. So shout out to my guys for vibing with me. We are here. Tell somebody. Shout out to my guy Big Dex. Shout out to my guy DJ Trap. Shout out to the whole
Yo,
world, man. And as I always say, live your life. Never let them live it for you. Bang. Let's go.
I'm about to spaz. I'm about to spaz. I'm about to spaz.